Welcome to what's not so much a 10-minute challenge today as it is a 10-minute pause. Pause for a bit of stillness and breath, and if you choose, a bit of guided meditation. So I invite you to begin to make your way to a place where you can find a bit of ease in your seat or even lying down. And if you feel comfortable where you are, I invite you to close your eyes if that feels safe. And if that doesn't feel right for you, just find a soft gaze, perhaps something pleasant to look at or a soft point to allow your gaze to rest on. And then just begin to come to some stillness here. Knowing that in our few minutes together, there's really nothing to see on your screen. And that you can really release and lie back and just listen to the sound of my voice. So as you begin to arrive here in stillness, really simple, take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. And then do that again. Deepening your breath, maybe the deepest breath you've taken yet today. Maybe the first time all day you've even noticed that you're breathing. So take a few moments here and a few rounds of breath to notice how it feels to draw in a purposeful, deep breath, and how that breath can allow you to connect with yourself as you begin this brief pause. Deep inhales, long exhales. Taking some time here together in stillness to reflect on our connection with ourselves, our connection with our tribe, and by extension of connection to that tribe, there's a connection to the larger world around us. So start with yourself. And take a deep breath here and just notice how you feel today. Notice how you feel in your physical body. Notice how you feel otherwise, without judgment, because you might not feel that great, and that's okay. Just connect to whatever it is that you are feeling and let it be what it is. And from that central point of awareness and that point of connection with yourself, build outward. And for a moment, start to reflect and think about the people closest to you, the people most tightly and closely connected to you, most likely your family, your dearest friends. Really hold them and draw them into your mind and your heart for a moment here and take in what it feels like to be truly connected. What it feels like to have the awareness and privilege of these close connections with other humans. And then from that space of your immediate connection, start to move outward. From those people who you hold dearest, consider the people that are dearest to them. And certainly that circle probably includes you. But perhaps there are others outside of your immediate circle they hold dearest and hold in deepest connection. Imagine if that circle of connection for them could be held in as much closeness for you. Knowing how important that circle is to those dearest to you. And as you expand your circle to include the connections of your closest connections, ponder their connections. So perhaps the connections that begin to not include your closest circle. Maybe a tiny bit of overlap in the connected and caring the circle grows and the circle widens, and people who are important to the people who are important to you are important to others. And to the extent that all people in our circle of connections can be safe and at peace, the world is a better place. So if you can for a moment, imagine that your circle has widened to layer upon layer upon layer of those connections of human beings that care for, support, and build circles around one another. Rising up to the highest point of those layers, imagine how vast our circles can be. A circle has no end and it has no beginning. It grows and expands and it shrinks and tightens as needed. So visualize in this moment that expansive circle we can create when we consider others and the circles of important people that surround them. How can we expand our circle even more? These are the things to focus on. These are the things in our control. Expanding our circles of love and trust and connection, caring. Imagine the widest circle you can build, and as you breathe in, allow that circle to fill with love and support and resilience and strength. And take 5 of your deepest breaths yet today into that circle of strength. And imagine all of the people inside of that circle. And as we prepare to move out of this reflection on connection, take this imaginary circle, do what you can to make it real. I invite you to join me in draping your left hand over your heart and your right hand over your left. Connect your palms to your own heart space. And for just one moment, draw your circle in tight to include only yourself. And connect here in this moment, knowing that when we're strongest inside is when we can serve the most. Take a deep breath into your own strength and the connection to yourself. And a big breath out, send out that connection into the world. With the exhale, imagine your circle expanding limitless. I honor each of you with the connection and light and love, and I bow to you as I say namaste. Thank you, yogis. Much love. Be well.